All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. Okay, so hello everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm going to try to keep this efficient. I know last time I went over the time by probably 10 minutes with you all, so hopefully I won't take up too much of your time, but wanted to do a refresher for everybody who was able to be here for the Marketing Center training previously. And if you weren't able to be there, then hopefully you can learn some new things today. All right, gonna move my notes over here and share my screen. Let's do that. And we will get started. Okay. All right, can everyone see this okay?
Yep, we gotcha.
Hopefully you can't see yourselves in the like everlasting when it I can't think of words right now. When it like goes on forever.
Yes, the horror house of mirrors. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so first I'll just show you how to get to Marketing Center if you haven't made it in there yet. First thing you're going to do is log into Desk, and then it'll be in My Apps. Your layout might look different. I'm sure it looks different actually. This is just what came standard on mine. I am not in here enough to have any need really to add or remove apps. So from here, you will click right on Marketing Center. It'll open a new page. Sometimes this loading window takes a little bit, so know that going into it. I did focus on this a little bit last time, but this is very much a work in progress. The whole program, Coldwell Banker just released it probably less than 6 months ago, right, Carrie? I feel like it is even newer than that for sure.
Yeah, it definitely was in 2023.
Yeah. So they're still working out kinks. They're still adding lots of features, as are we. Even as I was getting ready for this training, I noticed a lot of things that they have updated and fixed since the last time we did this training, which is really nice, encouraging. So hopefully we will only continue to see improvements, see more resources in here, all of that. For things that you notice that aren't working properly, there's a Help Center tab down here in the bottom left. And then if you click that, well, this kind of gives you, okay, this isn't the one that I was thinking of, sorry. This will give you how-tos. Really it's really handy to have, just kind of, I would say creating the design is probably, and then export and sharing are going to be the things that you'll get the most use of out of this page. But let me see where that was. Maybe here, helpful resources. I'm sure it's in my notes. So, it might actually be within one of the templates or within the documents when you get into them. So, but moral of the story, if you find things that are not working like you assume they should, like it seems like they should, please report it. The more that we report things as not functioning correctly, the quicker they will be able to fix them. So, don't feel bad bugging them with like, hey, this thing's not working quite right. That'll just mean that hopefully it gets fixed for everybody else. So, let's see. I also want to point out that we are hoping, it's our goal to get our regional marketing coordinators really well trained on this so that you have some fellow ASCs to go to. So if you ever have any questions with Marketing Center, we really want to get them trained on it so that they're able to kind of be that that buffer for you. You can always reach out to me. I'm happy to help as much as I can. But if you've just got day-to-day things that you have questions on, they will hopefully be able to be a really good resource for you guys. So that's not where we're at right now. We haven't done much training on it outside of these trainings, but that is the goal. So I'm just going to walk you through some of the things that are available in Marketing Center from the brand. So if you go to brand assets, there are things that are that don't really, maybe aren't as oh gosh, once again, can't think of words. Intuitive is the word that I'm looking for. They're not necessarily super intuitive. Like you might think that when you see brand assets, I would think there are going to be logos in here. But a lot of times what they will do is where you think something probably lives, they'll add a little note like this. So under photos, all brand images and logos can be found under my images shared with me. I don't really know why they do that, but just know that that's a thing. It's not necessarily you not looking in the right place. It might be intuitive. You might intuitively look for something where it seems like it would make sense. Could not be there. Hopefully, if there's something that you can't find, there should be a little note in there from the brand that tells you where it actually is. So if you ever need colors or you need to know what fonts to use, for some strange reason, they also changed the brand fonts recently. I'm not really sure why they did that, but this is where you would come for that, brand assets. And then if you ever need logos, you can go to My Images, and then it will show it should show the logos associated with your office. So it should be your DBA that you see here. If it's not, we'll have to do some troubleshooting. That could be, Carrie, would you be able to troubleshoot that, or should we go straight to the brand for help on that?
They can run it by their RSC or me. We can at least check and make sure. It shouldn't be an issue unless people have access to more than one dash ID.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna just make a note of that real quick. Okay, sorry for if that was really loud on your end. Okay, so you would find those in My Images and Shared With Me. Shared With Me also gives you a ton of different content that the brand is providing. So anywhere logos you won't need, awards, some of these things, again, I'm not really sure why they have these in here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So CB Way, for example, is one of the campaigns that Coldwell Banker started a year or two ago. If you go into My Images, Shared With Me, and then CB Way, you can see all kinds of high resolution photography that the brand has put out with that campaign. So CB Way is the recruiting campaign. So this is a lot of photos of homes and agents looking at websites, Coldwell Banker branded websites, stuff like that. So if you're ever looking for photos to use on social media or, accompanying some text or something like that, like you just need a quick grab and go high resolution image, especially one that's already okayed by the brand itself, this is a great place to come for those. You can click through these. Dream is the campaign that started I think right at the beginning of COVID, so it might be 3 or 4 years old now, but they're always refreshing photos and stuff too. So if you wanted one of these, like say we wanted to post a picture of the move meter with something, you can click on the 3 dots over here, and then do download image. It will pull it up as just its own page, and then all you have to do from here is right click, save image as, and then put it in your computer. Download it, and then do with it whatever you need. The other thing, I believe, let me see if you do show details. Yep, you can download the image right from there as well. It will also tell you the resolution, which is kind of handy. If you need to know that specifically or need to know if it's going to be large enough for something, you can always check that there. Does anyone have any questions so far? I know that was not a ton yet, but. Anyone? Trying to do the patience thing again. Okay, so let's see if I had any other. Oh yes, okay. The other thing that you can find right within Marketing Center is access to other stock images that aren't necessarily the brand's photos. If there's something else that you're looking for, you can go down to the bottom down here and click on Unsplash. Unsplash is an awesome resource. In marketing, we do have a subscription to Getty Images, which is fantastic, but we are not allowed to share photo files directly with anybody outside of marketing because of our license, because of copyright laws and all of that. We're not allowed to just send you a photo. So if you're ever looking for just a photo, you want to update a background for an agent's Moxie site or something like that, you can come onto Marketing Center and then Unsplash here, or you can literally just go to unsplash.com. Beautiful website, and search, let's see, home exterior, and see what that gets us. So, not a ton, I'm not actually sure. This might be like a curated thing. Last time it was just everything. The other thing is that it changes so often. I'm kind of not sure what I'm gonna get all the time, but let's see. Is that something I can? This is just gonna bring me to their page. Okay. And that's not gonna let me download right from there either. Okay, so this is a little bit changed a little bit from what it was before. But what you can do is click on any of these. Let's say I really like this photo here, this nice clean white kitchen, and I can do add photos, and it will download that right into my images. So you can see these were a couple that I was using for templates before. It basically makes it so that that image is now saved for you to swap out on any of your any of the templates or any of the designs or whatever that you're making in Marketing Center. So let's see if I could now, yes, okay, so now I could do download image. I could save that to my computer. So just a reminder that that is available. That is a resource for you. Hello, Michelle. I believe you can delete them out of my images. Let's see. Okay, yes. So you would just do the same thing. Click on those 3 dots to the right of the image and then go to trash right here. And that should work. I believe, if I remember correctly, the trash empties like once a week or something like that. Items in trash will still appear unless you empty it. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe might be another thing that they've changed again. If you delete something on accident, you can always restore it. So if I do that and then go back to my images, now it is back, which is good news. Because I know that we all do that every once in a while. Okay. So that's that for stock images. Now we will go to the templates. Let's see, shared with me brand images. Okay, so that's the brand images and logos again. Profile images, I don't believe. I honestly am not positive how this works from your end. From my end, it basically would be if I uploaded a profile image for myself, I would be able to reference that when I'm in a document that I am designing. So I would be able to say, you know, for this shape here, insert my profile image, and this is where it would pull from. Whereas for other templates, it is linked to Dash, I believe. Carrie, is that, yes, that's correct. Okay.
That's correct.
Linked to Dash. So it's got all, there's so much information. It's amazing. It's got all of your listing information, like property information. It's got all of your agents' information, so that things are really easy to just drag and drop to populate these templates, which is really, really nice. So if we go to brand templates or shared with me, usually brand templates will be the one. Shared with me, maybe how you see some of these later on. Again, this has changed a few times, so we have been trying to work out the kinks and like figure out what's the best way to populate these for all of you, so you can actually see the things that we're providing for you. But the brand puts a ton of different templates on here. Grab and go things, like the CB Dream campaign, social graphics, and then things like a happy birthday post. There are flyers, social media templates like the Instagram stories templates. So if your agents are big on Instagram and they want something that's a little interactive with their audience, you can go here. And then there are things like header images, social media cover pages, cover images. Those are good for just grab and go too. And then we have things like new agent announcements, team announcements, stuff like that. These are things that the brand is always updating, and that our goal in marketing is to really get just tons of really solid templates for you guys, so that you don't have to wait on us and you're able, as your agents are coming in, to just, you know, crank these out as needed. You don't have to, you know, take time out of your day to get in touch with us to do something simple when you'd probably prefer to just do it yourself. You're not bothering us, but, you know, come to us when you need custom things, and then hopefully we'll make this easy for you so that this is also available to you if you need and would like. Let's see, run over my notes really quick. Do we have any commercial templates? Yes. Oh, okay. So let me look through these questions really quick. Debbie, yes, there are commercial templates. So what you can do is over here under brand templates, you'll see that there are these filters over here to the left side. You can check these to filter things out depending on whatever it is that you're looking for. So for commercial templates, what I would do is just, rather than saying like, I want a flyer or a social media graphic, I would find commercial first. So I believe that would be in, oh, I was thinking it was going to be in categories, but I might be wrong. Campaigns. Nope. Okay, so not what I was looking for. Commercial, that doesn't help either. Okay, so let's say that we are looking for property promotion for a commercial listing. So we could say property promotion. I think this is Global Luxury. Yes. Okay, so let's do campaign advertising. You've got a commercial postcard template, a placemat, multi-property flyer. So you've got a couple options there. If I uncheck that, let's see, another property one here. So under focus, I've clicked property, and then we'll see what else we have for commercial. Okay, so not a ton. I could have sworn they had more before. But that's also, here we go.
CJ,
Yes.
if you, at the top where it says search templates, you could type CBC and it comes up with a lot of the commercial stuff.
Okay, see, I typed commercial. That would
Not in the
help?
filters, at the top of the screen, the search at the top.
Oh, there we go. Oh, see, I was just like, it's like my line of sight. It's not high up. You don't know that. You guys haven't seen me in person. I'm 4'11", so that was a short joke I was making about myself. All right, so let's see if we get rid of those filters. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, that's perfect. So, tip, thank you. That was Ileana, right? I think. Sounded like Ileana. Yes.
It was, yes.
Thank you. I can't actually see you right now, so I was like, but I'm pretty sure that was her. So yes, that's a really good thing to note. If a search doesn't work like you think it should, like me typing in commercial, try CBC, stuff like that. Just try different wording. So you've got social graphics, holidays, holiday branded, CBC branded holiday graphics is what I meant to say. A PowerPoint template. So lots to have there. We can also create any additional templates you can think of. So if you're really looking for something particular in terms of commercial, but you don't see it here, let us know. I can create it, or I can have Lindsay Bot create it, and we can put it in here so it's available to you. Okay, let's see Haley's question. 1, my broker wants a different template for her President's Elite Award, and I'm wondering where to find that. 2, both my agents who won awards were listed under Traverse City as opposed to Sheboygan. Is that a problem? Interesting. I would guess that that would be a dash issue. Does that sound right, Carrie? Like there's some link that's broken.
I do know that there was an issue with the link that the agents received originally, so I would try to refresh your
Oh.
cookies and then have her log back in and see if that frees it up.
Okay, cool, thank you. Okay, and then Haley, for your other question, let's see, the President's Elite Award. Oops, President's Elite. Let me see what we've got. So question, and you can come off mute if you want to. Did your agent find a President's Elite Award and said, like, I want one of these, but I want it different? Or did she just want something totally custom?
No, my RSC made us these templates to post on social media.
Uh-huh.
And my broker saw other offices had different ones that she wanted to use instead. And so I was trying to find it and I couldn't.
Okay, let me see if I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, there was a filter for awards, or I can just try and search it in here. Let's see what they have. Okay.
And I was already told by my RSC that it is super hard to find too. So
Yep. I would agree with that. We spent quite a while trying to just figure out what exactly is the right way to tag things and share things so that
Right.
everybody can see it, and it is a process. So,
There
okay,
should be two versions for each. There should be the certificate version, and then there's a social media share, which is
Okay.
what CJ's on right now.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to see how these are different. So awards, agent ranking, oh, team ranking, got it. Okay. Like find the difference, spot the difference. Okay, so if we do, I'll go back and actually show you that whole thing. So I've searched awards and then found the agent ranking social media templates. I'm going to click on that and then do use template. This is one of the things that we were troubleshooting the last time we did this training. Some of these were confusing because on some templates you see the actual template, and then in others they have this blue page describing what it is, which from what I can tell means basically that there are multiple different options there. The ones that we have created don't work the same way. You will just scroll through and see all of the options as opposed to what you'll see here. But you can save it into your projects. You can create folders and subfolders and everything. So if there's any way that you feel like organizing the graphics or flyers or whatever for your agents would be helpful, feel free to do that. And then save as will just be the file name. So I'm just going to do test1, create document. It will open that document. And then what we'll be able to see here is you can click either this big plus here or new page. It should work either way. I know that a couple of times last training it worked one or the other, but not both. So let's see. Okay, so not that one. That's exactly what I was trying to remember. So if you do add a new page, nope, that didn't work either. Okay, third time's a charm. New page from up here. There we go. So when you do that, you can select any of the options here. So you can do headshot post option 1 or headshot post option 2, just a black background instead, and then no headshot. And then you have a couple options for stories. So I'm not sure if your broker saw one of the ones that was a different color or if it was a totally different design. If it was an office that had a completely different design as opposed to just one individual agent, I would guess that either it lives somewhere else under those couple of options back on the previous page, or that somebody in marketing created that for them. If that's the case, you can always come to us, just ask the team, hey, can you create one of these for my broker as well? Or if you're not sure whether it's something that our team created or, their ASC created for them or it's on Marketing Center, you can always send it to me. I can check with the team and then we'll, get you where you need to go. Does that help at all?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. No problem. Okay, so let's go back. Well, actually, okay, I guess we're going back. I was gonna say, I'll take this opportunity to show you how that works. Okay, let me see. Did anybody else have any other questions while we are kind of in the middle? No? Okay. All right, moving on. Okay, so let's go back to templates. So a couple of other things. There are tons of social graphics. That's probably the majority of the things on here, but they also have templates for things like flyers, presentations, stuff like that. So that's super handy just to have grab and go things like that. So we've got a seller checklist right here. We've got a one-sided flyer for a global luxury property. Not sure if that will load. And then let's see, multi-property flyer. And the cool thing about these, actually, I'm not going to do a multi, that would be not what I want right now. Okay, so let's do an open house flyer. So I'm going to do use template, test 2, create document, and then I'll walk you through how you can fill these out. So we're going to go up again to new page up here at the top. And then let's say we would like to do one property, one picture, flyer. So this automatically, because in Dash and Desk, I am associated with Coldwell Banker Schmidt Realtors, that has pulled over automatically for me. Should do the same for you and your agents. And then you would be able to edit this however, like to whatever extent the brand has given access. So one of the things about these templates is, or about this program in general, is that when you create templates, you can lock certain portions, which is really, really nice because you don't have to worry about accidentally bumping some text, and then having to, scooch things back where they are supposed to go. It should be that anything that should not be edited will not be able to be edited. So I shouldn't be able to just grab this little blue guy and move it. But I can edit the headline. And one thing that you'll notice is when things are locked, it has a different color lock depending on the level. So red means it's fully locked. I can't change the color. I can't move it around. Yellow dotted like this means that the style and position are locked and or the size. You can lock fully, you can lock just the style and position, you can lock just the size, or you can do all of those. So I, again, can't move the headline around, but if I click into here, I can write a really nice headline. And then you'll see for photos, style, position, and size is locked again. But if I wanted to go over here to the left-hand side, and go to property listings, this should feed over from Dash again, should show everything for your office. So all listings for your particular office. So because I worked from the Traverse City office when I started, mine still shows Traverse City. If I were to pick any one of these listings, this is going to bug me, so I'm just going to click on that really quick if I can. Nope, maybe it won't let me. Sometimes you'll see this little plus here. It just means there's overflow of text. So that might change when I actually get the information in there. So as opposed to you having to type in the listing street address, the city, state, area code, all of that, if you have nothing selected and you're clicked off, if you ever want to make sure that you don't have anything selected, you can just click off to the side here. Then what I would do is select, let's say this one here, Willow Point Drive in Traverse City. If I go down here to apply to document, it should fill out everything if the brand has linked everything the way that I expect. If you wanted to do just one piece of it, then you could click on, say I wanted to do the date, open house information, and then the description. I could select those two and then do apply to document from there, and it should, nope, okay, I was wrong. I was gonna say it should fill out just those, but that was incorrect. So let me try that again. Okay. This just takes so long to load that sometimes it'll do it anyway. Okay, so I believe what I could do, there we go. Okay, so I had those fields selected and then clicked on the listing that I wanted, and then it'll give me the option, you can see, to like it highlights whatever piece that I want to be on. And it will let me click on those hopefully and drop that information into there. So we'll see if that loads there. Maybe not. All right, let's do apply to document. There we go. Okay, so that's how it should work, is that you should be able to click off of everything, do apply to document, and then if you wanted to make edits afterwards, you should be able to go in and type. So say that there was a typo. Willow Point Drive was spelled wrong or something. I should be able to go in and do 11600 Willow Point. Let's say it was road instead of drive. I should be able to edit that. No problem. And we actually ran into last time when we were running through this training, they hadn't quite figured out how to link multiple things in the same text box. So we would have had to have a separate text box for the street address, a separate one for the city, and then a separate one for the state. Thankfully, they've got that sorted out. Thankfully, they've gotten that sorted out. And so if you ever need to edit just a part of a text field or something like that, you should be able to do it all in the same text box. So say my problem was that this wasn't actually in Traverse City, it was in Grand. I should be able to edit that and it should show up no problem, or it's overflowing. So I'm going to actually just make this a comma. That's not going to work either. Okay, any questions on that part of the process? Okay, all right. One thing, let me try this. So you'll notice, well, hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see. I'll zoom in so you can see better. You can see that because this address is a bit longer, now the zip code has fallen off. So what I would do in that case is either backspace and just erase the zip code, or you should be able to click on this size position template. Yep, there we go. So if you click on the link or on the lock, sorry, it sometimes will let you unlock it. Wouldn't recommend doing that often. Only if you need to, oh my goodness gracious, only if you need to adjust something like this, just to move that text box out a little bit so that things fit correctly. Let's see. And say that information didn't get on there either. So I'm going to click that little red plus sign on the bottom. This I would guess means that there is no open house data. Although this is an open house template, but this just means the information for an open house has not been entered into Dash, so it's not able to pull anything over from there. So you could just delete that whole field. You could change open house to some other text or just remove it. Whatever works best for the situation you're in, whatever you're building this for. And then things like the agent's logo, if the agent doesn't have a logo, go ahead and just delete those fields. And those should be nice, easy grab and go documents for you. Hopefully. And these are things that we will also be adding more of as we go. The brand will probably be adding more as they build them, but they are going to focus likely more on creating social graphics and things like that rather than just changing up their flyers. So you can see more of those from us in marketing. As we create more and more of those, we will load them into here so that you can use them just like you can use any of the preloaded Coldwell Banker templates. All right, let's see. Okay, so we've got social media graphics, listing specific, birthday, work anniversary. We might, I don't know if they have them yet, but I also want to potentially get email signature templates in here for you guys, because I know that when you get new agents, that's one of the first things that they want is their email signature, their business cards, their postcards, stuff like that. So those are the things that we will also be loading into here so that you are able to just whip up those things yourself. We will be connecting with the print team so that things can be printed in-house. You can actually download things as JPEGs or PNGs for social media, or as PDFs if it's something that you need to print. So let me run through those. I'll go back to flyers or say PDF. Let's see here. Trifold. Okay, so let's go with this guy. One-sided flyer again. I don't know why I keep happening to just grab things for teams. I'm not doing that intentionally. Okay, so say you had this all filled out. You've got your let's see, property listings. We've picked a different property, applied it to the document, should pull over all the information, photos, all of that. And it looks like this is overflowing again, so we might need to shorten that a bit. Oops, or the whole dang thing. Let me see if I can do that. Crop image. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. So if there's a photo that is ever the way that it's loaded into the template is kind of wonky. Sometimes likely it's perfectly centered within the frame, but if the photo is not something that lends itself well to being cropped on the sides and it should be shifted over, what you can do is select that photo, right click, and then do crop image. And then you get this where you can shift things left and right, up and down. You can expand or scale them. You don't have to worry about scaling it and it getting out of proportion. It is just locked that way, which is really nice. The one thing that I've noticed that is kind of a bummer is that it doesn't keep it in a straight line. So you just want to watch out for the edges of the frame, which you can kind of barely see right up here. So just make sure that things are framed nicely. It'll probably be easier if you just make things a little bit, if you just stretch the photo just a little bit so that you know that you're, within the frame there. And then all you need to do after that is press, oh, it tells you right here, is hit escape if you wanted to cancel, or if you want to save it the way that you just cropped it, you just hit enter on your keyboard and it should save that like that. Any other questions at the moment? All right. Moving on. Let's see, size and orientation. This will tell you what size you've got. So this is letter sized. This would be good to print right in your office or to send to us in marketing, have it printed in-house. There is no approval required. I am making sure that as I load our templates in there, that setting is set that way as well. So you don't have to send things to us to get them approved or something, or like wait for me to see it. Some projects will have a project lock, meaning that you can't add or delete pages. Most of the social media templates that we've got, that is not like, projects are not locked that way because the template will have a couple of different options in it and you want to be able to just delete whichever ones you don't want. And then if you wanted to save this as a PDF so that you could print it right within your office, you go right up here to the top right and then see this little download button. You can go back to the editor if you wanted to. You can also select a specific range. So if you've got all of those pages of options and you didn't delete them, not a big deal. You can just do page range, say whichever one you want it to save, or you can do current page. And then you can also select the resolution that you want to save it at. So if you're saving a social media graphic, I would more often than not recommend saving it as Retina at 150 dots per inch DPI, just so things look really nice and crisp. 72 is going to be fine for most screens, but to make sure that it looks really, really nice if somebody's viewing it from a larger screen or something like that, I would recommend Retina. And then if you're going to be printing it, I would choose 300 DPI print settings. And then it also gives you when, or up at the top for format, you can choose which file type you want, and it kind of gives you a good overview of what you might want. So a PDF, best for documents and emails, PDF to print, so that'd be your listing flyers, stuff like that. PDF with ADA accessibility means that generally means you are sharing it digitally and things are coded for accessibility so that someone who is low vision or something would be able to read, like it has tags telling you what certain parts of the PDF are. I'm not explaining that very well, but that's available if you need it. And then you have PNG with a transparent background, JPEG, GIF, and MP4. So if we wanted to send this over to the print team or print this in the office, you could just do PDF standard or print and hit next and then save that. I'm not going to do that because I want to go through that whole thing. I know we're kind of getting close to time. Let's see. Trying to figure out. The help menu. That is what I was looking for at the beginning. So just want to see what was down there. Okay, so if you ever run into an issue, like I mentioned, where something's not working quite like it should be, you can go up to help center, and then contact support, report a bug, or request a feature. If you have those kinds of ideas, love it. That feels like the kind of thing that my brain would be like, oh, we should be able to do this, and then request a feature. You can also do a cool feature find here. So if you're looking for a way to be able to do something, you can't quite locate where you would be able to do that, you can do feature find and then type in whatever it is. I don't know, let's do like resize. So if I type that, I can choose, font size or file preview, and it will actually open up wherever that feature is. so that you can see. So you're not just reading where it is and then trying to remember when you go to it. It will actually point it out. So you can see the little arrow that they've added over here so that I know exactly where the preview is or the font size. So that's a really nice feature that they have. And then you can do that hotkey reference is, will just tell you like what keyboard shortcuts will help you do certain things. If you're doing, if you're working in Marketing Center a lot, those things could be really handy. If you work on your computer a lot anyway, those might be second nature to you, but handy reference if you need them. Let's see. Okay, yes, report bugs. I just haven't, I'm looking through my notes and that was one of the things. Please report the bugs so that things get better. And that's how it's improved so far. Let's see. Export and share. Let's see what else. Anyone have any other questions at the moment? I think I've gone over most of what I wanted to cover. Okay, I think that was the suggested amount of time. Okay, so one of the last things that I'll show you is because they've switched this up and they've made improvements. One of the things that I've recently been able to do is create things as a brand template rather than just a template that I will share with you. So you should be able to go into templates, and then personal templates are all of the ones that I have created. Shared with me would be anything that you've received a link for, and then brand templates are things that the Coldwell Banker brand has made available to everybody. As we create more and more of these on our team and upload them to Marketing Center and figure out how the best ways to share them with you, they should pop up here. I'm trying to decide if I want to tag them as featured so you know when there are new templates. You can let me know in the chat or unmute yourselves if you think that would be a handy thing. The last thing I want to do is get in your way and clog things up for you, but if showing things on featured would be helpful, we can definitely make sure to do that. So I want to see if these pop up. This is one of the things that was not working, was sometimes working, and then sometimes not working. So, okay, awesome. It did show up here. So we currently have brand templates for, or branded templates for just listed, just sold graphics, social media graphics on Schmidt Resources. And what I was able to do is take those, the original document that I created for those, and upload it to Marketing Center. So now you can do it straight from here. The way that they currently work in Schmidt Resources is that they are built in Google Slides. So if that works for you, awesome. We'll probably end up moving most, if not all of those over to Marketing Center, just because this will be a lot easier for us to keep updated and have everything, centrally located and all of that. So this is the one that I created and uploaded for you here, just so you have a little bit more variety. So what you'll do is click into that property listing template for social media graphics. I can add a little description there for you, and then you can scroll through and see the couple of different design options. So let's go and do use template. That will let me. These are the times when I don't know if it's just moving slow or if it just didn't take. There we go. Okay. So I'll do create document. Let's do test 3. let that load. And then you will see it has pulled over information, or rather not pulled over information. There we go. Okay, so I set this up with Smart Fields the same way that the templates from the brand are set up. So you should see specific address information in here. So we've got the street address and then the city, beds, baths, square feet, and price. And then the logo should be linked to your specific office and or your specific agents. So most of these templates are just kept basic. We didn't want to create anything that was too much information just on a social graphic. I know that the digital team would always recommend like put the meat of the information into the you're so welcome. Come up and see me, Amy. Most of the information, it's better to have that in the description of your social media post. So these are really pared back, not a ton of information directly on them. That is really just to keep things nice and simple and clean for you guys. And also to give you not too much to have to click around and insert. So for each of these 3 designs, you can see a just listed, just sold, pending, and open house template. The open house one is the one that I created and could not find, clicking through 8 different listings, could not find one that had an open house scheduled. So that just shows up blank, but you can see when you hover over it, it does have a little spot for that. And then the date is something that you'll just have to type in. Because for whatever reason, it gave me a smart field for the start time and the end time of the open house, but not the date of the open house. So, and then you'll just go through, you can click through these, you can do, you can click on the photo, do the same thing you did before with property listings. If I were to go to images here, I believe it should let me just drop one of these in. Oh, I just happened to click on the same one. So say we wanted to do this little entryway photo. I should be able to drag that. Oh no, I can't drag that. I lied. So if I've got that clicked, I should be able to click on this and I believe it will pop that out. If it loads. No, yes, nope. Okay, well, I'll figure that one out. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Okay, I will troubleshoot that. Are you alive, Amy? I just saw that. I am very much alive. Thank you for checking. Okay, so just to demonstrate super quickly, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I try not to talk too much. If I were to choose a different listing over here on the left-hand side and do apply document, it should just swap everything out, which is the really nice thing about this. 2 ways that you could use this. You could either get in here, choose the page that you wanted to use for the particular listing graphic that you're doing, and delete the rest of the pages. And then when you're all set with it, go through and export, or you could just keep this template and just rotate through as needed and not have to create a new one every time. Totally up to you, whatever works best for your workflow and all of that. But know that those options are available to you. We've also got this third just listed, same thing. So it's got the address, city, all of that information filled out. This one does have a represented by and the agent's name. I wanted to kind of mix things up a little bit and give you a couple of different options. So know that those are available. If there's ever a template that you don't see on here that you would like to see on here, please let me know. I can always create more. I've got a whole list of things that I still want to make. And as I learn it and as you all learn it, we're only going to be adding more and more. So, and then I'm going to have the RMCs help me with this. I already had a couple of designers helping me try and figure out where things were landing and whether you could actually see the templates that I created in the brand templates. Most of the time they were not able to see them, and I'm not quite sure how to remedy that, but I do know as we're able to share links, you should be able to see what we're creating for you. So worst case scenario, that's how you'll be able to get to them. We'll share a document which will have all of the links to each of them. If you were here previously, in December, I think it was, you may already have that document. If not, I will have Carrie send it out again. Please, Carrie, thank you very much. And please let me know what questions you have as you get your hands dirty with this tool. Let us know what templates you'd like to see in here. The next one on my list is buyer and listing packets, because I know that those are something that your agents are always wanting, like ASAP. And they're unfortunately not something that we've been able to make editable in the past, but we are able to now, which is really exciting. So that is next on my list. If anyone has any questions or even just suggestions of templates that you'd like to see, please throw them in the chat or come off mute and let me know. I really want to create things that you guys actually want. I don't want to spend a bunch of time, I want to spend my time where it's actually helpful to you. I don't want to create things that you're like, wonderful, I don't ever need that. So please let me know what would actually be helpful to you all. And I will shush. Also open to questions if you guys have any. All right. Nothing? No questions? Or ideas, requests? Anything? All right. Well, we are 2 minutes past already, so I will let you all go. Get on with your days. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or requests or anything, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text. Amy, come up and see me. Heidi, come up and see me too. If you just need a break from the gorgeous sunny weather, come up to Michigan. All right. Well, it was so good to see you all. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you at the next one. Everyone have a good day. Thank you.